Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello friends, in here I want to tell you about my story when farewell party in senior high school. Previously, I want to introduce myself. My name is Mustalifah Asti Nur Isnaimin. You can call me Asti. Now just listen to my story. The farewell party was held on 7 May 2018. All 12 graders are women, wear kebaya and look attractive, while the male wears a suit and look dashing. We were all very excited and really enjoyed the event to the end. We are very happy because we can graduate together, but on other sides we are sad because we have to separate. The event took place lively and very impressive. There is one part of the event that read student with the best value in IPA and IPS programs. And I was very surprised when the reader mentioned my name as the winner of the best value in IPA program. I did not expect that student with the best value in IPA program was me. I went up to the stage to give away the memories. I'm very happy, and it is one of my experience that I will never forget in my life. And finally arrived at the top of the event. All 12 grade students make a circle and hold hands. One of the farewell songs accompanied and make my tears broke. We spent 3 years together, and it was time for us to separate. And this is our first step toward real life. In my opinion, senior high school period is the most impressive period. All of my stories began at senior high school. Like it's very difficult to leave senior high school period because in here I meet with my friends that very well and very friendly, but my life must continue. Even now I still think of all my memories when I was in senior high school. Hopefully, someday we can meet again with the success that we have achieved. That's a little my experience that I can share. Hopefully useful. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hi friends, how are you today? In this time, I want to tell you about my most memorable story. A very valuable and unforgettable experience in my life was when I entered college. The experience began when I was in senior high school in third class. I felt that whether I could go to college or not. I feel that my grades are not that good, so I am always worried about that. Until it arrived at registration, but thanks God, I could register SNMPTN. I chose the university and department that I wanted, which if I had enough, actually I am not so sure about SNMPTN, but I really hope that it can be accepted SNMPTN because indeed I have no preparation to participate in the SBMPTN. Until the announcement of the SNMPTN arrived, it turned out that I was not accepted. I was very sad, and even I thought that maybe an independent examination. I left with my mother, and finally I did the independent test. Actually, I was resigned because it was not received by SNMPTN, and at the time, but I still work hard. I am not really hoping for this because I have failed the last test in the past. But apparently, when my announcement was declared accepted, now I have been accepted into the university I want and the course I want to. I am very grateful to God for giving me the opportunity to be able to continue my studies. And I hope that I can live my days as a student well and can be proud of my parents. So, if we want something, then try not only in the mouth. This is my experience that is very unforgettable and valuable. The official college entrance test was my experience using the train for the first time, and it was with friends, not with my parents. Actually, when I took the official test before the self-examination, it was a little scared, but if we don't try it, then we would never know. That is my unforgettable experience. I think this enough. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you? My name is Fitriani Rahmadani. In here, I would to tell you about my story while returning home. Last Friday, November 2, 2018, for the first time returning home in Cilacap after 3 months in Semarang. At first, I had no intention to go home, but there was a friend who invited me home. After thinking, I decided to go home. I and my two friends went to Poncol, Semarang. To Poncol station around 3:30 in the afternoon because the departure schedule was 5 p.m. Arrived at the station, we are still waiting while worshiping, buying food and drinks. Eventually, a time passed. We got into the train. I just talked, ate, drank, slept because it was night, and also the time taken was around 5 hours. Arriving at Purwokerto station, my friends and I were picked up. Unfortunately, I still had to take an hour and a half to get home. It feels very tired. On a cloudy morning, 3 November 2018, I and my father went to Korea, one of the shopping places. There I bought the necessities that I would bring to Semarang and also home needs. From 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., my father and I finished shopping. After that, we stopped by the restaurant named Mr. Sariman's restaurant in Puchong, Korea. My father and I ordered chicken noodles, very delicious. It feels like it's been a long time since I ate chicken noodles. After eating, we went home. When I got home, I had to go again to the tower place. There I measured the body to make a robe that my family and I would use when my sister graduation. In the afternoon, I arranged clothes and other necessities that I would bring to Semarang. It felt like the time had passed because Sunday morning I had to go to the station and go back to Semarang. But that didn't make me feel sorry to go home, even if only one day at home. Meeting mom, dad, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, and everything in my hometown really made me feel happy. Seeing them all healthy, they have given satisfaction. Especially the mother's food that I miss. The old pink teddy bear always accompanied my sleep. Sunday, November 4, 2019, at 4 in the afternoon, my friends and I arrived at the boarding house. Tired, happy, a mix up, but I'm very happy because I go to home in Cilacap. The next day, I was active as usual. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Melania Sintarinawati. NIM 4101418 Now, I want to tell you about my memorable story. When I was senior high school, I and all of my class went to Alfie's house. Alfie was my classmate when senior high school. We went to her house before national examination to refresh our mind. Alfie invited us for her birthday. She lived in Banjarjo village. From Blora City, the distance is about 12 until 14 kilometers, and it's need 13 minutes by motorcycle. We went to her house after school was over, because at the time in my school would be held a meeting, so school was over earlier than as always. At the time, the school was over at 10 o'clock. Before we went to Alfie's house, we prepared first. We changed our clothes and gathered at Oki's house at 11 o'clock. We waited until all of my class members arrived at Oki's house. After that, we went to Alfie's house together and Oki as the signpost, because Alfie went to her house first. We went to Alfie's house by motorcycle. On the way, we tested our adrenaline, because the route that we passed, like going up and down through hills, fields, and forests. And the condition was not so good, because there was many holes and sometimes there is a collapse. And the worst, when we almost arrived at Alfie's house, the way was full with rock and uphill. It's the most difficult route. After we passed a long journey, finally, we arrived at Alfie's house. After we arrived, we took a rest and watched TV together while at snack. At that time, we watched horror TV together. I didn't watch it because I don't like horror film. The title is Hantu Jeruk Purut. After that, we ate together. After we finished to eat and continued to take a rest, we played together and played to God first. We played snake and ladders until we felt bored. After we felt bored, we went out and played together. The boys played volleyball and the girls be the supporters. After we tired to be supporters, we, all of the girls, went around in Alfie's village. We visit mosque, field, chicken farm, and etc. While walking around, we taking picture too. We walking around until we feel tired. After we felt tired and took 100 pictures, we back to Alfie's house. When we arrived, the boys still played volleyball. After that, we took a rest for a while. We joked and laughed together. We sang a song together in front of Alfie's house until tired. I didn't feel like it was at 4 p.m. So we went to home back. Before that, we said goodbye to Alfie and her family. I felt so happy I could laugh and play together because before all of my friends was split up. Besides that, I could get new experience riding a motorcycle at a different situation. It felt like crossing dimension. Honestly, I never ride motorcycle in the broken way. It was my first time and I'm so grateful because I can get to the destination safely. Even though I felt so tired, I hope that I can replay this moment and meet up with them again to remember our memories. I think enough. Sorry if I make many mistakes. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.
Assalamualaikum. Hello guys. My name is Tia Octaviana. You can call me Tia. I want to tell us about the most memorable story about me. An unforgettable experience just happened. Precisely on October 31, 2018, on the day the schedule lecture had 3 courses, but only one was done. The first schedule has been agreed to study at home since a week ago. Right at 1 p.m., I went to campus in a hurry because I fell asleep and I didn't have time to check my smartphone. After arriving in the campus, I headed to building the to room 311. I walked up the steps while struggling. Arriving in the room, ta-da! I saw no one people in the room. I confused. What is problems? I checked the smartphone and it turned out that the lecture was replaced next Monday. Oh, I was annoyed. I was felt annoyed, and I headed for parking. I was remember my money is still 20,000 rupiah. I decided to go to the bank. When I arrived at the bank, was closed because of a break here. I felt very upset. Then I decided to go home. On the way, I saw the Batagor merchant. I think to treat my frustration, I decided to stop to buy some the Batagor. I approached the merchant and ordered it. After I ordered, the merchant fried the Batagor. Then my order cooked, and then when I want to pay, there was no money in my bag. I feel anxious and keep looking in my bag, but no money. And I just remember it. It turns out I put it another bag. I felt very embarrassed and my cheek redness. I stamp was left behind. Alhamdulillah, the merchant is friendly. I go straight home and take money. When I turn to merchant, I felt embarrassed and I did not dare to look him. I very embarrassed. I felt not lucky that day. Okay, that is the most memorable story about me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum, my friends. Hello. How are you today? I hope you will be fine. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alifatul Miyasar. You can call me Alif. I come from Banyumas. I am studying at Semarang State University. Mathematics education is my studying program. My hobby is hiking. Talking about hobby, I have stories that I will never forget in my entire life about climbing as my hobby. About 2 years ago, I climbed to Mount Slamet. Initially, from the fact my friend asked, "What if we write the 17th ceremony on the mountain?" And my friend agreed and we continued climbing. At that time, I was not allowed to climb by my parents, but because I was the type of person who did not obey, still living, I claimed it by asking permission to stay at my friend's house. As long as the climb was fine, there was nothing strange like what someone else said when climbing Slamet was a ghost and dangerous. At the time, we walked from 6 in the morning. The cold mountain air was already felt. We were excited to climb. On the way, there were many strange animals and plants that I had never seen before. Starting from mulberry, long-tailed monkey, and others. We really enjoyed the trip. In the afternoon, we arrived at the top of the street mountain. How beautiful the view from the summit, seeing the clouds below, see the summit of the crater. The treks at Slamet were quite bright but did not feel tired because they had light of weight a very beautiful view. When you and the Maghrib call to prayer, we get off the Slamet path. We climbed not to stay, not to set up tents, to go straight home even though the legs want to rest and the eyes want to sleep. But because we did not bring the tent, so we went downstairs. A cold night passes through the forest with it only accompanied by a flashlight. With shorts are raining repeatedly, my friend was blown away because of the slippery road. But there was never a word of complaining coming out of our mouths until finally at 4 in the morning we arrived at the base camp. We immediately clean it, then pray at dawn or pray subuh and go to sleep until the duhur prayer. The trip to Slamet Mountain is very challenging, especially because we are all women and one male, namely a caretaker. Oh Slamet, I missed the trip 2 years ago. Thank you for friends, to mother, to father, and to caretaker, and to God, who have become my travel companions. I hope we will back to Peak Mount Slamet again. Okay, see you next trip. Don't forget to following my Instagram at alifatul_mist and my Facebook alifatul_mist. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Ya, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. In here, I with my friend is Bagus and Ilham. Here, I want to introduce myself. My name is Yudi Wahyuadi from Mathematics Education Second Compete, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science, Semarang State University. You can call me Yudi. I come from a small village, beautiful landscape and people who are is very friendly. Namely that village of Kedunguleh, Candimulyo, Kedu, Temanggung, Central Java. I have a family that is so harmonious and often makes me miss them. My family is very simple family, but we can always get privilege from the simplicity we have. My family consists of 6 people, namely myself, Yudi Wahyu Adi, and my grandparent is Hadi Sutarno and Murtina, and my parents is Iksanuddin and Puji Wahyuni, and my brother is Nanang Adoni. My father and my mother worked as a farmer, but they were so extraordinary because they could be said to be successful as farmer because they could work on the field and could have vast field. My father and my mother were also great because they were able to send my brother to school until he became a nurse, and my parents could also send me to college right now. Right now, I'm continuing to study at State University that is so extraordinary is Universitas Negeri Semarang. At Universitas Negeri Semarang, I majored the mathematics with a mathematics education program. I feel happy because I can enter the course I want a major in. It's because I felt that I had an edge in that field. Besides that, because my parents want me as a teacher, because they always told me that a teacher is a very extraordinary service. Besides, I like math. Yes, I like math. I have many hobbies, but I have one hobby is good, one of which is playing football. Because is playing football, we are encouraged to work together and uphold sportsmanship. Not just that, but playing football can unite us in such a big difference. In playing football, I feel like because I have a friend to us by the game in a tournament. That's an introduction for me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, I will tell you about the memories of the past that I cannot forget. I have a sad story that I will never forget. I have lost a very valuable figure to me. I have lost my mother a few days after my birthday. At that time, it was very hard to let go, but now I have volunteered to leave. I hope my mother is happy there, and thank you for all your love. Message me. Don't make your parents angry or sad. We don't know how fate is, so happy while still there. There is one memory that makes me miss my family. There are some memories that still remember in my mind. That day, it was raining very hard, covering the suns which would return to its place. It should be that afternoon my family and I went to a place for fun, but heavy rain blanket. Even though we were all ready to go, I was very sad and upset. Like, I want to have fun. Why does the rain have to fall this afternoon? Why? Mothers who saw my frustration and my siblings just got to the kitchen to cook some food, and dad invited us to sit on the porch of the house to wait for my mother while enjoying the rain. Mother comes with some food and drinks. We all eat and tell stories about that has happened in our life. We laugh together while eating food made by mothers, accompanied by heavy rain that does not stop. I can really forget the day we gathered and laughed together at home. My family and I really had time together because of our busy schedule. I miss my family so much. Wait for me to go home. Yeah, this is my memory. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and see you.
Hello guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now, I will share my experience. This story in my opinion is so fun, sad, and troublesome. I will tell about Grafika. At the time, I did not know that there was a comet that was very fierce. First, I was very happy to find out I was received at Semarang State University. In the direction I want. Yes, mathematics. And that makes me and my family happy. After that, I verified and collected the field. A few days later, the feedback Grafika group. At first, I didn't like it because there were no group member I knew. After that, there is a schedule for meeting escort and group member. At the time, I meet my friend before I'm meeting a group. Finally, I meet my friend and we talk about many things. After that, me and my friend looking for our respective group. After a long search, I meet with member of my group and my escort member and my group as many as 14 and 2 of escort. We introducing each of us and also we told a lot of things. At the time, I go first because my motorcycle legs were broken and I didn't dare go home at night. After that is technical meeting 1, which is held in the field auditorium. After that, the opening ceremony was held technical meeting 1. After the opening ceremony, There is a man whose face it first, that is C education. At the time, I'm very afraid because I don't like being yelled at After that, I recorded everything they assigned. A few days later, followed by session 1, I left early in the morning for fear of being late. After that, I collected assignment given by C education. The first session was the introduction for all existing organization. From morning to evening, we just listening to people talk. But it's fun too. I can recognize all the organization in the mathematics. I also glad because I start to along with my friend. After that, the first session finished. There was my friend was late and was punished by the education and also scolded. After the first session, followed by the technical meeting 2. In technical meeting 2, some with technical meeting 1. The assignment was earned, and all participants had to take note. The opening ceremony was also held earlier. Was attend even technical meeting 2 until finish. And after that, we returned to each house and we worked on. After the technical meeting 2, followed by second session. The second session we worked to recognize. The recognize further in mathematics we come to stand by stand for know more early about each organization. In the second session also make me happy because some made me excited to take part in the event. We attend event session until finish. And also my friend was late and was punished by the education. After the second session followed by technical meeting 3. In the technical meeting 3, we same with technical meeting 1 and 2, the assignment was read and all participants had to take note. After technical meeting 3 finished, followed by third session, our gathering that was arrived at lower part of Semarang. In third session is the most impressive because there were are familiar with each other, and the most impressive is the first time I saw someone who made me excited was smiling. I am very happy. That's a little story about me, a very memorable experience for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to tell about my story. Vacationing is an activity that I like. 1 year ago, there was a vacation that I will never forget. I went up the mountain which was very high with my friend. We set off in the morning using a jeep. Why we chose the jeep? Because of the way we were going was very difficult, so if we decided to use motorcycle or a common kind of car, we would not be able to reach to the mountain Shopee on time. After spending for 15 minutes in that jeep, we reached to mountain Shopee. My friends and I got out of the car soon and prepared a variety of equipments that we had to take it. Most of us carried groceries, blankets, and 2 of us carried a tent. I was so excited about starting this journey because that was the first time I hiked up the mountain. There's a friend named Randy. He was a person who was experienced in mountain climbing. Randy had often climbed mountains in many provinces in Indonesia. In that day, we depended on them. We started climbing at 8 a.m. Together with my friend, I passed the forest and coffee plantation during mountain climbing. An hour later, Randy instructed us to stop. We then took a break at a hut. The atmosphere at the climbing place is very cool. We also encountered a strange animal, a lizard that was brightly colored and very large. However, Randy told us to act as usual as if nothing happened. Two of my friends seemed to have fatigue. They were Daniel and Sandra. They look like the city kids who have never exercised. Because of that, we rested more and ate the food together so that Daniel and Sandra got enough power to continue the trip. After we rested, then the trip continued. My friend and I were so worried when the rain pouring down. The climb had to be stopped well, and we decided to set up a tent as soon as possible. The rain was long enough while all of us were in on tent. I felt very uncomfortable because my shirt was wet because of the rain. Finally, Chandra lent me a seat so that my body felt comfortable again. After an hour of being in the tent, the rain stopped and we continued the climb. Randy told us that we had to be careful. The road was so slippery and we should be very careful in walking. Randy told me to be a supervisor in the back while we has a supervisor in the front. That was the hardest part because we only found a very narrow path, slippery, and next to us was a ravine. When we fail, then we might not be able to survive. The thing we feared was really happened. Daniel did not walk careful and he fell. Daniel plunged into the ravine. Randy, Chandra, and I kept yelling to call Daniel. Daniel finally answered your calls and he did not fall to death because he held on the root of the tree. Slowly, Daniel kept switching between the roots of a tree to another tree roots and managed to climb back on track. We were very happy because Daniel survived. Then Randy immediately asked us to climb because it was almost night. At 6 p.m., we arrived at the first peak and we decided to set up a tent at that venue before starting to hike the Hex Peak on tomorrow morning. In the evenings, we light the fire at and set it. It was an amazing holiday experience. I will never forget all the experience. Thanks for your attention and watching my video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, my name is Meita Aulia Rahmah. In this session, I will tell you about my experience. I will tell you the experience my disappointment about the pain of being rejected and decided. When I registered SNMPTN, I chose education, math, UNES as one. I had to fill out the date and yet I finalization of. When I went to school, I hear the news that my friend who excel also chose study program faculty with me the education math as one in UNES. I felt disappointed and inferior because the possibility of I received in UNES was very little. But I think that there are still news chances of the second is SPMPTN because the maximum might choose three program. I choose mathematics education UNY, mathematics education UNES, and the semester education of UNES. Because I just found out that the state does not want to be rolled out, I began to feel inferior. The possibility of use is so small with the competitors. At the time at the time of the announcement, I expressed not pass the selection SPMPTN. I am actually very disappointed. Very disappointed. Nothing, but I get up, and get up. When there is a test official, I take the test and I done quality also. Finally, I follow SMUNS, SMUNY, and SMUNES implemented in each state. So the announcement I was finally accepted in UNES. Yay! I'm so happy. I do not regret which important I lecture in State University, although the results are not as expected. After some time, I experienced rejection. I am so branding. Perhaps here is the best way for me, and that has been sown by the Lord.
Hi, my name is Adinda Hairunisa. You can call me Dinda or Adinda. I want to tell you about my experience. This is not bad or good experience. It's just my daily life in high school, and I experienced a lot of things: bad, good, embracing, sad, and many more. Start from first class until third class. There were so many experiences that I can't forget. My friends, my teacher, and many more. There are one experience I can't forget. That the day is Cartoonist Day. There were so many people dressed in traditional clothes, include my friends and my teacher. Even some of my friends wear makeup. They were so beautiful with their makeup in high heels. And I just sat with my challenge because I just wore slipper with no makeup. I didn't know why I wore slipper. I just enjoyed it. High heels make my foot sore. And when I out of class, my friends stared at me and made, "What was that face?" She told me, "What, slipper? Are you kidding me? Come on. This is Cartoonist Day. We must celebrate it. But you wear slipper. I know you don't have high heel or flat shoes. But you are too much. I should bring my flat shoes with me." That was so funny. I mean, everyone wore their beautiful shoes, but me, I wore slipper. I wasn't ashamed because my I enjoy wearing my slipper. And okay, back to my daily life in senior high school. Every Monday, I felt like that day was so long because there was one lesson I didn't like it so much. There was biology. Biology is so difficult for me. I had to memorize all of the difficult names. My memory is so weak. Oh, and every Wednesday after school, I join I joined an extracurricular. It was swimming. So every Wednesday after school, I swam in the swimming pool with my friends and my teacher. It was very relaxing. Oh, I miss I miss that old memory. I miss my friends. I miss my teachers. They were so inspiring for me. And maybe that's all. Thank you for your attention and see you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bella Fidi Ananda. In this time, I will tell you about my experience. This is my sad experience. When I was child, I live with my father, my mother, my brother, and my grandmother. My mother passed away on 2007 when I was 7 years old. Before my mother passed away, she gave birth a daughter pregnantly. Only 7 months she was pregnant. My mother have a problem with her kidney. She often take care in hospital. My sister passed away when she was 3 months old. I am so sad because I love my sister. My family is sad, but my family should be patient. After that, we doing our life as usual. Not long after my sister passed away, years after that, no long after my sister passed away, my mother also passed away. My mother left me in my family. Before my mother passed away, she looked so pale. One day before my mother passed away, I and my brother feel so sad. We look my mother at the time so pale. We message my mother. Sad because at the time my father not available in my home. Not long, my father came and continue message my mother. After my mother is messaged by my father, my mother more better than before. Next day, my mother more better. My father plan to didn't work at the day, but my mother refused it. She want to my father work. Finally, my father decided to work. In the afternoon, my mother looked so pale again. She just sleep in the bed. I'm sad again. I'm sad because I'm sad to see my mother like that. Suddenly, my grandmother cries suddenly. Then, I and my brother go to the bedroom. My brother tell me that my mother passed away. I left from bedroom. I cry and I said, look my mother like that. I'm afraid and cry suddenly. I and my brother tell my neighbors that my mother passed away. My neighbor came to my house and one of them tell my father. My father came back to my house. My father said to me and to my brother that we should be patient and don't cry. I try to be patient and I doing my life without my mother. Until now, I thank to Allah for what is given to me. After 1 year again, my grandmother passed away. I'm sad, but I cannot do more. I only can cry. So now I only live with my father and my brother. I believe that Allah will give more than what is lost. I believe it. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My sister passed away when she was 3 years old. Oh, 3 tahun.
3 years old. I'm sad.
Because I love my sister. My family is sad, but my family should be begin. After that, we doing our life as usual.
I will share my sad experience in the past. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Doni Sutarji. They usually call me Doni. I will share my sad experience when I playing football. The time it happened when I was in the 5th grade of elementary school. I played football that afternoon with my friends in a farmer garden field. First, we played normal and nothing strange. Then, suddenly I felt either because of what and my friends said. After I felt it, I acted strange, like a possessed person. I didn't remember that incident at the time. What I remember was after I passed out. I fainted after I acted weird like I said before. I was then taken to the puskesmas and then regained consciousness. At the time, I still didn't remember what happened. And after I regained consciousness, I then behaved strangely like a possessed person. I then fainted again and was taken to a rather large hospital. I regained consciousness in the morning. At the hospital, I was accompanied by my parents and one younger sister. After seeing myself, my head felt very dizzy, and because my head was still dizzy, I was referred by a doctor to stay in the hospital for 2 days. After 2 days at the hospital, I was then allowed to go home by a doctor. After I was at home, I didn't go to school past before. I had to restore my health first. I felt at home very helped by my parents' attention to me. I was only very able to attend school after 2 weeks later. That I sad experience that I can share with you. I hope you don't experience what I experienced, and if this video is not good, I apologize. See you.
Hello guys, my name is Dwi Putri Ivana. You can call me Putri. I am student of Mathematics Department of Semarang State University. Today I want to tell you about my most memorable story. My most memorable story is when I got my new puppies. That time, my little sister said that her friends wants to give her a new puppies. And my little sister asked our family about that. I'm so happy and I'm so excited because I love puppies. But my dad didn't want to pet a puppies because it's troublesome. And it makes me disappointed because I really want it. And I asked continuously And finally, my dad said yes. And our family agreed to pet a new puppies. And my little sister said to her friend about that. And 1 month after that, my sister come home with a cardboard. I didn't know what inside the cardboard. And guess what? It's my new puppies. I feel so happy because I really want to pet a new puppies. And when my dad opened the cardboard and picked up the new puppies, and it looks so cute, and I really love my new puppies. And my dad gave her a cookies, but she a little bit scared and shy because it's new for her. And I gave her a bowl of milk, and she's still confused, she's still shy and scared because it's new for her, but she drank it. And I took her around the house so she can know her new house. And I trained her to pee or poo in the right place. And my mom's gave her names Becky. But if you really see my dogs, her skin it's not black. But my mother gave her name Becky. And my family just still call her Becky, so whatever, it's okay. And I always book her a new toys, and I always play with her. And now I'm far away from her because I'm in Semarang and she in my home. Sometimes when I didn't want to tell or talk with anybody about my problems, I talk with my dogs. It sounds crazy, but it's true. It's true when you didn't want to tell about your problems with everybody, you can tell with your pet. It's weird because you talk with animal, but when you have a one pet, you can feel it. And now I always want to hug him, play with her. And my little sister always send a picture about my dogs, and she's still cute, and she's still beautiful. But now I think she more fat than last I met her. So that's all about my most memorable story. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for your attention. Bye bye.
Hi everyone, I am Zulfa Aulia from Rumble 2. I want to tell you about my memorable experience. When I have graduated from junior high school, Wiradesa, I confused where the senior high school that I want to enter. And then my father told me as senior high school 1 Pekalongan is the best senior high school in Pekalongan. So I made big decision and I braved myself to continue my study in there. The first time I stepped my foot in there, I didn't expect because all about senior high school 1 Pekalongan is amazing for me. But something that I can't forget is MOPD. MOPD is orientation, even for new students, to make them more brave and more strong to face all the difference in senior high school. During MOPD, I was scared because my senior always angry to us, and we didn't have some argument, even though they didn't kiss our physique. But their face and their yell always make me scared. But in MOPD was the way to me to meet new friends and teamwork. I think the MOPD make me more confident than before, and I want to continue my story when I was in first grade senior high school. I was in the 10-1 class at that time. My chairmate is Naila Shafiina. She is good person, funny and cute. We have the same hobby, which love Korean music. We always watch drama together, listening to music together, and if you know, we were very crazy together. In my first grade, I joined the little group. The name was Jondai or Jomblo Sunday because in the Saturday night, which is the couple hang around together, we just in our house and chit chat in WhatsApp group. I am so happy enjoy my first grade with them. Every day we just spend our day to laugh, study and talk. I miss them right now. I hope they don't forget me. At the second grade, we were spirit, so I couldn't spend my time more than before. Fortunately, I had some class with my bestie. Her name is Abel. She is so funny and beautiful, but my chairmate was not her. My chairmate was Saza. Saza is so clever, diligent, and tall. And then my unforgettable story began. I have best friend that consists Saza, Abel, Nessa, Jilan, and Maisi. They are my support system until I was in third grade. They were still my best friend. One day, I, Abel, and Jilan visit Maisi's house at Doro. Doro is far away from my school, so we took 1 hour to arrive at Maisi's house. In a trip, we were misgrounded, so we took more than 1 hour to arrive at there. We only sat in the sidewalk. We were thinking how to go to Maisi's house because in there was no signal. So we have no idea, but then Abel told me why we don't look our book year before there is biodata on our class. So we look our book year profile and we found Maisie's address. We were so excited. In Maisie's house, there was no Maisie, and then her mother said to me that Maisie was speaking out because she messaged us, but we didn't have signal, so we couldn't read the message. When Maisie back to her house, she found us and yelled us, "Hey, you, I had picked you up, but you didn't appear yourself. I was waiting for more than 30 minutes." We just laughed at that time, Macy, and then we told the reason why. At Macy's house, we spent 1 day, 1 night to sleep, pet, hang around the row, and watch the movies. On Monday we have to study again. to prepare the national examination. I wasn't ready to face the national examination. And not only that exam but also university. I didn't know where university that clock with me. I was afraid it I must spare it with my best friend because they always accompany me in the last 3 years. Okay, that's all my memorable story. Last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.